Hello YouTube, my name is Matt and I am a dad and a foster dad. Between all of that, we actually have 3 bio, 2 that we're adopting, and then also a new baby on the way. So that is 5 kids, 5 and under, plus my wife is pregnant with a 6th. This is funny because we happen to be at my parents' house right now. Originally, this was our car. In fact, my 2nd son was actually born in this car on the way to the hospital. When we started getting into foster care and we knew we were going to need more seating, my parents were really cool enough to trade us this van. So this is a 2006 Chevrolet Uplander, okay? Sort of like the next generation of the Venture van. And it's the extended wheelbase model, which has a little bit bigger gas tank and a little bit more room inside. And I like it. It's a V6, it's real peppy, and it moves us and all of our kids. So we had to do a whole lot of finagling to figure out how do you fit 5 car seats, because again, these are all tiny kids, into this van, which seats 7. So Christy and I can sit up front, and the 5 kids can sit in the back. But when we got pregnant, that became a new adventure for us. So we had to figure out, okay, are we gonna go full, like, you know, minibus style, or what are we doing? And I found out that you can convert this van, which was never offered in an 8-passenger, to an 8-passenger van. And so I'm gonna be doing that today. And if you are like me and you're finding this video, it's probably because you have a situation where you need an 8th seat. So I hope this will be very helpful to you. Here's how it goes. So here's the normal configuration. You got 2 seats in the front, just like you'd expect, okay? And then as you move to the middle, you've got 2 in the middle, and these, you know, fold down and then fold up and give you good access to the back. The back actually does have 3 seat belts, and it does seat 3 car seats. We had to kind of figure out the right puzzle configuration to get that to work. Now, this van, like I said, this generation of the van was never offered in an 8-passenger model. However, if you were to fold down like any of these seats, already unclicked that, okay? You'll see that this is what's here, and you'll see there's nothing fancy, they just cut the carpet. Now, if you feel across, right here, you're gonna feel that there is another deal. And what happened is they used the same fuselage from the Chevy Venture. So that's actually just kind of an upgraded, you know, newer generation, and that is good news for us because it means that we can fit a seat from that generation van into this thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it. So okay, looks like they cut kind of right along the deal, and that's easy for me to feel. It's right here, so I'm gonna just cut right along it. Good, okay. Oh, yes, see that? Excellent, and then we're gonna cut this way. Not as far back as they did. Let's just cut that up. Let's get all good. Now, for me, I actually just bought the seat on eBay. I'll tell you what years you need to look for and all that stuff. Now, if you are able to, that year, because they did actually have a middle seat, if you can find a middle seat, which again, eBay, and you know, living in 2016, it's pretty easy to find really specific stuff like that. You could actually get the middle seat, and it actually has its own, look at that, dude, that's totally legit. It's still got plastic cover on it, okay. It'll even have the seat belt for the middle seat. Now I ended up having to get one from the left side, so it's got the seatbelt retainer, but not the seatbelt itself. That's okay. I talked the guy down because of it so that I can add my own seatbelt. Seatbelts are cheap and pretty easy to bolt in. Okay, good. Looks good to me. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. Again, feeling for, there it is, right there. So we'll just cut that. It's kind of backwards because I'm holding the camera, but I am left-handed, which is handy. Easy. Now, cut across. What they did here is they actually rounded out that area, so I'll go ahead and do that. Excuse my awkward cutting. One of the things about filming and doing a project at the same time. Dude, that is so legit. Okay, we'll do the same over here. Alright, looks like it'll do just kind of what they had going on, which is carpet will kind of keep it from looking too ugly, but it's not in there. All right, now let's look at the front hookups. Okay, so obviously we're not gonna have this plastic bit, but if you feel, you can feel it's all the same here. So let's go ahead and just show everybody what it looks like. Now, I'd imagine if you're fancy and you care, you'd probably order these at, online or whatever. That one's cracked, and I'm sure people crack them and need new ones. So what we're gonna do though is make sure that we have enough room, and again, ours is gonna live here, so I'm gonna find these two guys, and again, I can feel them. They really do exist. This is exciting. So we're gonna cut free. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut, kind of clear the whole area there. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So let's keep going back. It looks like you're gonna need a slot, because I think that the way this thing is it goes in like that, so we're gonna need a slot to go back, pretty much all the way back to like here. So that's gonna out. Out, nice. Dude, that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go forward again, same deal, a little bit forward. It goes to about here. So, looking good. It's all very promising. Now let's do the same over here. I can feel that it's here, and we're gonna go again up to about there. So hopefully this will be helpful too for those of you doing this. Kind of know what you're getting into, because you could, now that you know what it looks like, you could feel around and be a little bit more exact, but I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's gonna work. Okay, now, here is my new seat. Now you'll notice it's gray, I don't care about that, because it's covered by a car seat anyway. Also, I can change the color later. I might do a video on that someday. Now, when I looked at these side by side, and I can show you this later in the video, this actually looks identical to the left seat. It's from a Venture. It actually looks identical to the Uplander left seat. Again, they just didn't make a middle seat, so you probably could get a Uplander left seat, or a Venture center seat would be ideal, but if you couldn't get that, then the left seat from either model would probably work. So in theory, we're gonna just unlatch this to like stick it on the deal. You have to fully push it to latch it back on, and then it will fold down. Check this out. Now it just latchy. So you pull that little lever, and then, oh bam! New middle seat, that's so exciting. Now we're going to take that one and stick it in here. And by the way, just in case anybody is like impressed right now that we have 5 kids and the van looks as clean as it does. Obviously, if you have any kids at all and you have car seats, you know the horror that lurks below. But yeah, I vacuumed it up. It's only because our van was broken this week on a road trip, and I borrowed my parents' van, which meant I had to move all of our car seats, and I thought, you know what, all the seats are out, I'll just take a few extra minutes in back because I love my wife. All right, so final deal, we're gonna move that seat, which is the current left seat, and stick it right here. And the cool thing for us is that I don't really need to worry about a seatbelt right now, because the infant is gonna go here, and she, it's a post-2000 whatever model where they put the little clips in there that you can hook a normal car seat into. So I'll just do the latch system for now, and then I'll just mount a seatbelt on there later, and I'll make a video when they do that. So anyway, so far so good. This is looking really promising. Now let's see if they all fit. So, same deal. It should be pull this guy. Yep. Make sure it latches. Glorious! Oh, that's so cool. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna scoot this one back. Dude, that's killer. And our van Now seats 8. What? So bottom line, this really was a very easy mod. Like, you just need a knife and the internet. You can get the seat that you need, and you can put it in yourself. I mean, this is not difficult or hard. And you basically have the option, of course, it's gonna have all the safety stuff that any van would, because it's made there by the factory for the earlier model fuselage. So that's good stuff. And it's nicer too, like my parents have the nice Sienna, and it is a super nice ride. I really like the Tiptronic shifting and stuff. It's fun to drop it down to like second gear and really rev it out. I didn't do that though, Dad. Okay, anyway, it seats 8, but it's got like a tiny little jumper seat in the middle. Like, you couldn't really put a car seat there, I don't think. So this really is a pretty practical car, and again, you know what, it's paid for, so that's the way I live my life. Anyway, this is a video on how to make your Uplander carry even more people to accommodate crazy lifestyles like ours. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you out. Comment if it did! This is a video on how to make your Uplander more Uplander-ish. By the way, just in case anyone's impressed that we have 7 kids or whatever, 5 kids, sorry, I just get miscounted. If you have little kids and you ever remove the car seat, you know the horrors that lurk. All right, video camera is precariously balanced, so hopefully you can see what's going on. The seat that cut me. This is funny. My finger's totally bleeding because I cut it on the seat somehow. Dude, wow. Which is crazy because here I am using a razor knife. I cut myself with a stupid seat, but whatever. I'm bleeding on the carpet. Good gosh, man. I'm bleeding everywhere. Okay. Alright, stop bleeding. Okay.
What are you watching, people? Oh, that's right. Imperial Beach Dad on the YouTubes.